Hey guys, I'm Big Mac Davis here, and welcome back to the Half-Life Opposing Force walkthrough for the PC, played on difficult. This is the original 1999 release, and this is Chapter 8, Vicarious Reality. I'd like to give a special shout out to Nix Landratovs today. It's his birthday, so happy birthday, buddy. Let's get to the video now. So this is what happens if you use the secondary fire of the displacer gun in this section.
Rescued at last, thank God you're here.
Now this scientist won't do anything useful except thank you for rescuing him. And then you can use this healing pool over here if you need to, and there's the exit teleporter. That's all you can do for this section, so that's it. Alright, so let's get this chapter started then. There's a fallen down pipe over here, just crouch jump onto it and go to the top. Now that explosion will seal you inside this room, so you can't go back down there. Now jump to the ledge over here, and then use the shock roach to kill the head crab. Yes, that's what the gun is called. Thank you for the many people who reminded me what this gun was called. There's a second head crab on top of those stairs. Grab the gun next to this fat guard, and then kill the second head crab on the opposite stairs. Now this door will just try and open and close, but there's nothing back there. Biodome Complex. A biodome is a large place where animals and plants can grow. So, yeah. To the left of the sign, go up the stairs, and then you'll want to crouch down and look at this very, very small ledge right there. See that? You can actually walk onto it and maneuver along it to the left, to the window, and then break it and get inside. This is somewhat of a secret area with an armor battery. So, yeah, kinda cool. Alright, so back up here, we'll take the stairs to the right of the sign now, but walk forward, then walk backward, because there's a head crab. Grab the health pack if you need to. Now in this long hallway, stop when you get to the window and the blue sign right here. Now Dr. Quagmire 1 wanted me to use more satchels and grenades, so we'll use a couple satchels here. Place the first satchel to the left window on the left side of that window, about right here. Then the second satchel underneath the blue sign, and just press the secondary fire to release the second satchel. Alright, so with those two set, go down the long hallway to the very end, to the locked door. And then retrace your steps, but then freeze in front of this blue sign. Wait for 3 teleporting enemies, and then blow them up. If you place the satchels right, they'll all die. And there's a shock roach down there, so make sure he dies. You already have one, and you want to make sure it dies because it will attack you. These windows are now blown open, so jump through. Here is the first biodome, where we have hound eyes. Because see how big the biodome is? But they're all dead. The poor hound eyes all died in this biodome. Oh my goodness! What is that thing? Well, that is a Vortigore, everybody. It shoots purple electrical blasts at you. They're easy to dodge, though. What I like to do is try and get the Vortigore to go around the rocks this way, and then position myself right here. He'll stop right there, which is just what you want. Because you can fire at him, but he can't fire at you, because he'll constantly be hitting the rocks. I use the shock roach on him. It does take a while, but it saves on ammo. And why not? He's not attacking you. And there we go, he blew up. But these poor hound eyes. The stupid scientist. You know what? Just blow up, please. Alright, let's continue on. Alright, here is the second section. Here is the displacer gun location. Alright, more Zen platforms, huh? Let's make our way to this one, way over there. You gotta jump just right, just like that. And then down to the ammo canister platform. Now this jump's very tough to make. You gotta be just... Oh, whoa! Goshers. I don't know how I survived that. I should have died, but thankfully, I didn't. Alright, and that's the end of this section. That was crazy. Okay, so let's continue on then, and up the lift. You gotta press the button when you're on the lift. Now I have my Desert Eagle ready because on the left side I want to try and headshot a Maw Man. Just like that. Now on the right side of this room, opposite the Maw Man, you want to be a bit careful. I used the shock roach to kill 3 head crabs. If I can. One's on the dead scientist head. Alright, and look, we got some animal cages here. We can bust open their doors and kill the creatures inside. You know, just for the kills. The right button right here will actually close the head crab room, so it does nothing fancy. But the left button will open up the bull squid room and allow you to kill him. Just strafe to avoid his spit, and you'll be fine. Stupid bull squids. Alright, now if you go through this door, you'll actually go back to the first biodome hallway, right here. Remember that previous door that was locked? Well, now you can get back here. Alright, so back in here, let's explore the second half of this room. Press the left button to open up the Hound Eye room. And then the right button to open up some snarks, which we will gladly take. Those will come in handy later on. So now we'll go down this hallway to the door. Use the med pack, or first aid machine rather, if you need to. Now this door is locked for right now, but we'll open it on the other side. Turn right, and we have storage. You can bust open the crates here, and grab the... well... I glitched the door. Oh no, there we go. Armor battery there. To the left is another storage room, but you want to be careful when you open the door because there's a small trap. Yeah, there's a head crab there that can leap at you if you just wait inside the room. There is lots of ammo and stuff, well, displacer ammo and armor batteries, so grab everything you need in this room. And remember the storage room because we'll be back later on. Broken elevator. Break the glass in the top right corner and then jump crouch through it. Now use the hatch door as a ladder to get to the top of the roof. Now comes a pretty nerve-wracking section. You gotta climb the ladder to the very top. Now don't press the jump or release button. You'll just jump to your death. What you want to do is just run towards this platform and you'll make it. It does take a bit of practice though to get it just right. On the other side, carefully crouch down and then look to see that door right there. You want to land on the left corner of it. Very carefully. That is crazy. Alright, we'll continue on. The right path is just blocked, so we'll go down the left path. And you can get a glimpse into the second biodome area down below. Kinda cool. Now here, at this path split, if you take the right path, or the the straight ahead path, you'll get a glimpse of the third biodome room. That's what it will look like when we get there. But there's nothing much to do here, so we'll go back and we'll turn right. And then take the elevator down. And by the way, there are 3 biodomes in this chapter. We're about to head to the second one. Now this elevator sometimes glitches, but to avoid the glitch, just jump as soon as the elevator almost touches the ground. Just like that, and you'll avoid glitching into the elevator, which is never a good thing. Now what I do for this next door is I have my Desert Eagle ready, because there's a pit drone there. But 2 slugs to the face, and he's dead. Now crouch down as you open the door. Because, well, on the top level on the right, you can actually peekaboo shoot a nether pit drone. And he won't be able to see you, but you can see him. Now continue to remain crouched. You don't want to make any noise, because over here is a ramp. And at the top of the ramp is a third and final pit drone. And I like to use the pistol because sometimes the shock roach alerts his attention to me. I don't know why, but the pistol never does. Headshots are wonderful. Alright, grab the armor battery at the top of the ramp. And now for a somewhat of a secret area that most people don't know about. Look at that vent opening there. How do we get there? Well, we gotta use this chair. Push it over to the computer banks over there underneath the vent opening. And then jump crouch onto the chair, and then onto the computer banks, and then climb the vent into the vent opening. Now this is kind of a trap. There's some snarks over there, but when you approach them, some more snarks will drop down and try and bite you. Aim for about right there underneath the first snark, and then walk forward. You see what I did? Just do that, and you should be fine. It does take some practice to get used to exactly where to aim, but it's possible. And easy once you know how it works. Back up here, here is a giant window we can break. Let's enter the second biodome. Look down at the bull squid, and then kill it from this position. And it's splatified, alright. Go down the ledges over here to the cement ledge. And then down here, what's kind of funny, you can try and lure the, yeah, you see what I did? I just fired at the tentacle arm, and it swung down at that poor hound eye. But anyway, you can just take him out like this. Alright, so they're all dead, so we'll drop down, avoid the tentacle arms, and use the healing pool over here if you need to. Okay, and then we'll go into the next section. But we'll be back to this biodome, don't worry. For those of you who know this game, you know we'll be back. What is in this tank? Oh boy, it's a living creature. This tank is destroyed, and there it is! Well, meet the spore launcher, everybody. The spore launcher is a very powerful living weapon. Now let's go back to the biodome, because there's some ammo for the spore launcher. Look at these plant spores on the ground. There's 3 of them. And if you walk over them, you'll grab ammo for the spore launcher. And what's even better about this is that the spores will regenerate. See? And you can grab as many as your heart desires, up to 20. You can have 5 in your gun, but you can have 20 in reserve. So that's what I'm going to do. Go around to all 3 of the spores and grab everything I need. It looks like it's giving birth. That's always a pretty thought, isn't it? 'Cause see, it's like birthing. And by the way, the trampoline-like things around here, don't use them. I mean, you can use them to get back up to the top of the biodome where we jumped down, but that's only if you need extra supplies, which I don't need, and I'm sure you don't need either. But if you do, you can use the trampoline-like things to get back up top. And now we'll continue back and go back to where we grabbed the spore launcher, which we are going to test fire very shortly, but for right now we're going to take care of these enemies with the shock roach. You know the drill by now. Just open up the rooms and destroy the enemies. I shouldn't have to tell you. Now the spore launcher. Let's see how this baby works. Let's go down this hallway and we see a maw man. Yeah, 2 shots from the spore launcher and he's dead. That's an awesome, awesome living weapon. If you open up this door, we'll be taken back to the storage areas. Remember where this is, because we'll be coming back here shortly. You can break the glass right here and actually fill back up on your spore launcher. Just continually run forward and you'll grab the second one. If you just stand still, you somehow won't grab it. There we go. So let's continue on. What is that thing? Let's follow it. It disappeared. Alright, so here's the third section. I'm actually going to use the displacer gun in this walkthrough. So here we go. We're going to jump to the platform over here. Hopefully I won't fall off, because it is possible to overshoot or undershoot these ledges. Grab the armor batteries here. Now the reason why I wanted to use the displacer gun for this third section is because there's an ammo canister right over here that has a lot of ammo in it. It's worth it. So I would recommend going to here too. Because, see right there, look how much ammo I grabbed. Alright, and we're back here. Now, remember those storage rooms? We're going to go back there, and we're going to grab the displacer ammo, or what's left of it, from the storage rooms. That's why I told you to remember the storage room. Of course, we'll take the shortcut right here and grab the remainder of the displacer ammo and whatever armor batteries you may need as well. Oop, wrong way. Alright, so we gotta go back to where we were in the third section. That's the third and final section, by the way, of this chapter. And third section equals third biodome, so that's where we'll be headed. Let's break the right glass right here and squeeze through to shoot some hound eyes. Now there's 3 of them in this room. Oh boy. Oh, I killed him just in time. 3 hound eyes? Well, 3 hound eyes equals 3 cages. They must have come from there. Let's go through the next door. Message waiting. Oh boy.
Ah, yes, Walter. We were finally able to successfully detach one of the barnacle creatures from its point of gestation. As before, we were still only able to coerce the creature into latching onto organic materials. Unfortunately, the administrator has called me down to the anomalous materials lab this morning for an important experiment, so I don't have any time to further my analysis. Take specimen number 1176 and log anything else you can find.
Did I hear him right? A barnacle weapon? Let's go find out. This cage is empty. Someone escaped. And here's that little light thing I love those things. And then this creature is living, but it's harmless. And then look, a barnacle weapon. No joke, this can latch onto enemies and kill them. This is a great weapon and will be demonstrated very, very shortly. Let's find the door over here and go through. Ah, yes, the test firing. Behind the first cage is a head crab, and behind the second one is a hound eye. Let's press this button and see what it does to the head crab. Hold down the primary fire. Yeah, it eats the head crab. Now for the hound eye, you want to get into this area right here because it will actually pull you to the hound eye. It's not strong enough to pull the hound eye to you, so it will just pull you to him. But this weapon is so much more useful than just killing enemies, and you'll see later on. Go through the next door. Oh boy, we have this section. I just used the Desert Eagle on the faraway pit drone, because I don't have time to deal with him. There, he's dead. Now, there's a pit drone on the left side. You can sneak shoot him with the shock roach, which is what I'm going to do here. There's another pit drone down below, but look at all these plant spores. These will come in handy very, very shortly. Now, there's a pit drone down there. You can just sneak shoot him, just like this. Just be careful to avoid the darts that he shoots at you. And he's dead. Now to cross this bridge, and by the way, don't fall down. If you do, there's a ladder right here, but there's nothing down there. To cross this area, what you have to do is actually use the barnacle tongue to latch onto this spore, and then let go. You will take some damage if you didn't fall right, but yeah, that's how you cross this area. Kinda cool. Alright, let's go to the next section. I have my shock roach ready because right behind this door are two head crabs that you just want to kill quickly. Now walk into the room, but walk back out, because there's a head crab that you want to kill. And now you can safely destroy the barnacles that are hanging up there. And no, don't use the barnacle tongue on the barnacles, because while it will kill the barnacle, you will suffer damage because you'll be in very close vicinity to the barnacle tongue. So, don't fall for the old ironic trap. Now this next part is the hardest part in this chapter, I find, at least. I have the saw machine gun ready because behind this door, you don't want to strafe to the right. You will alert a shock trooper. If you are going to strafe to the left to avoid the pit drones, but let them come to you and then shoot them in the face to kill them. The reason I use the saw machine gun is because there's nowhere to hide. And there he's dead. Now I use the spore launcher on the shock trooper. That's very convenient, and you can just kill the shock roach there. And then use the health machine if you need to. Some displacer ammo here. Now go down the hallway and to the next door. And we'll take this lift down. Now what I do is I hide to the left corner, just like this, and crouch down. Because at the very top of the elevator, when the doors open, you want to carefully inch forward to the right side and sneak shoot a pit drone there. Now wait for a couple of seconds. Sometimes a second pit drone will come over to his corpse, if there is one, but in this case he's splatified, so there is no corpse. So in this case you'll have to strafe to the right again to see the second pit drone, and then do the same thing as last time. And there we go. Now, walk to the left side, run, and crouch down. There is a shock trooper that you can sneak shoot. It may seem like he can see you, but he can't. And if the door's shut, just wait right here and they will reopen in just a few seconds. It gives your gun a chance to recharge anyway. Be careful of the shock roach. Yeah, you can't grab 2 shock roaches. The second shock roach will just try and attack you. So there's no point in grabbing it, or trying to grab it. So all these enemies, what was the point of it? Well, a first aid machine, but all of these crates, it's worth coming back here. This is a side area, but it's worth it. It has a ton of armor batteries inside these crates, so stock up. We still haven't seen the 3rd biodome yet, or gone down to it. Well, if you look out this window, you can see it, and oh boy, we got tentacles, don't we? Yeah, what's life without tentacles? So let's backtrack the way we came, all the way back to the first shock trooper. Which means we have to go back up the lift. Or back down the lift, rather. Because back at the first shock trooper area, there's this door at the top of the stairs. And you can grab 1 more armor battery from the crates here. And welcome to the 3rd biodome, where, you guessed it, are more tentacles. So, to deal with this section, I used the shock roach to fire at the tentacles. It will make them disappear for just a short time, just like that, and you can run past the first tentacle. Now stand in between the 2 tentacles, and you'll avoid their damage. You can break the crates from a distance with the shock roach to see what's inside, and to see what you want, but all there is armor batteries inside the crates. Now there's a dead Marine right here. See, he's splatified, and if you want his gun, you gotta get this tentacle to go underneath the ground, grab his gun, and then retreat. And if you want the armor batteries, yes, you gotta shoot the tentacles and then grab them. So yeah, that's that. Now the door over here is locked. You can't go through it. So our only other alternative is to try and get into that hole up there. Well, actually, the ledge right below it, because it has some ammo there. To get to that ledge, see that spore right there. Aim for that with the barnacle tongue. But first, you have to get rid of the tentacle for a short time. So do that. Access the barnacle tongue, fire at that, hold down the primary fire button, then let go and hide. Or at least back up away from the tentacle. Now there's the items over there. So once again, make sure the tentacle goes underneath, and then grab the items when it's safe to do so. Alright. Our next goal is to get to the left side of this ledge, right over here, as far left as you can. And then once again, get the tentacle to disappear. Then use the barnacle tongue, shoot into the hole at that spore, and it will carry you inside the hole, which is exactly where you want to go. Now, make sure your spore launcher is reloaded. And then look up with the barnacle tongue, and then fire at that spore. You have to jump while the barnacle tongue is on the spore, otherwise you won't be taken to it. But you can grab the ammo from it. See, you have to jump in order to actually access it, for some reason. And one more. Come on, give birth already. Alright. So now we'll go into the vent opening and turn right with our night vision on, because it is hard to see. And here's the final room of this chapter. Grab the machine gun and all the weapons here and the ammo. Now look at that. That is SAW machine gun ammo. Finally we get some ammo for this big gun. It does have a long reload time, but it is awesome to have.
X-ray Zulu, are you there? We need backup in the waste sector. It's some sort of water creature. Tower and Eddie are down and I've lost contact with the rest of the squad. We need backup now! Now, damn it, now!
Our Marines need backup. They're fighting some sort of war creature. What is this war creature, you may ask? Well, we'll find out later on. Use the power switch there to turn off the fan up there, which will allow you to go past the fan. Let's break the grating here. Squeeze past the fan. And then going down this slope will take you to the next chapter. So, until next time, I'm Big Mac Davis, and I hope you have a great day. Take care, everybody.